One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for room, it's Dupree. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Williams looking for a man. Going up top. He caught it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They believe they can run right here. Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. Across the 50.
what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Ballard. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The give to the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Williams will pass. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. These two guys just on the same... wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The RPO fired complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Williams looking for a man. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. It doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it. They get the big pick.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Fires toward the target. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Badgers want to move quickly. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big fourth downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them. You know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. Fourth down, no problem.
Motion from the wideout. Going up top again. Finds his man. It's Dupree. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. The give on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Jones. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. And they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Williams will pass. Fakes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Let's talk for just a second about Washington. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
The short hands, it's Coleman. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Scrambling away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And running quarterbacks are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Finds a crease up at 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Badger!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
With the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Alabama is on the short side of things right now. But like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with the completion.
He leaves it with his back. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's Otten. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. It's Ballard. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Finds space on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but it might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, You want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
The give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Brings up third down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hung.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
It's complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Stands in and takes the hit. Wideout trying to get it in. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. On the run, it's Dupree. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Gives it on the option. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Dupree. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Rides the back on the option to give. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's accurate. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Made the grab and then did the rest himself and then put points on the board. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 14 to LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Turns it loose. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it up.
To the air on second down. Rushes on him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football team.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Williams looking for a man. With the catch, it's Otten. It's a seam wide open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Bringing it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he will score! Touchdown, Badgers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. Motion from the wideout. Williams will pass. Looking left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense. And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the middle. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Washington right back to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now
touchdown, Washington! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the flash, the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yard.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Acker. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Wants to go up top. blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really...
Wide open space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and still on his feet.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Wisconsin.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. This kicker's already 2 for 2 on the night, and he can say good night by knocking it through here. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This kicker is already 2 for 2. Make the magic number 3, and everybody's celebrating tonight.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams looking for a man. He wants a big play here late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. you're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.